Do you want to come join him for the intro? Or you go sit nicely? Show me your eye. Okay. Alright. You gotta be good. You gotta stay still though. Good morning. Happy Vlogmas Day 5. It is almost this time last year when I made a similar video to this and I shared all of the Aussie homesteaders that I had come across who I absolutely loved and was following along on their journeys and also what they were doing, and I shared it with all of you and you absolutely loved that video. There was a lot of support for not only the creators that I shared about but also for our channel, and I think it's just such a wholesome way to connect us all together and to share those that are really making an impact not only in their own lives but to our lives as well. So I hope that the following list of Aussie homesteaders that I think you should watch out for and you should go and check out and give some love and support to. I hope this list inspires you. I hope this list helps to connect you to more people around your own area. But most of all, I just hope that you enjoy this video and also just hear more about those that are homesteading here in Australia. I have a cup of coffee because I'm feeling extremely exhausted already. It's only day 5 and I feel like I've been doing this for weeks, and it's probably because I've been preparing. But let's go through my list in no particular order. I just want to make you all aware that I'm sure and I know there are so many more homesteaders and gardeners out there. Those that are homesteading in Australia, those that are homesteading around the world. I've loved connecting with you all, growing our own little community here on YouTube, feeling inspired and learning so much from you and hopefully giving you that same kind of feeling in return. So I just want to acknowledge that I am not able to share about everybody and everyone that homesteads and gardens out there. So if there are any channels that I haven't mentioned, if you are a homesteader or gardener yourself, please leave your name and tell us a bit about your channel down in the comments, because I want more of us to feel connected with each other. Since doing this video last year, I have met so many more of you guys and I hope to continue making these videos as we all go. So most of these creators that I've picked for this video are under 1,000 subscribers or around that number themselves. There is 1 or 2 exceptions to that rule, which I would really love to share about as well. So I just hope that you enjoy my little list for today. Okay, so the first person I'm going to share with you about, I'm actually very excited to share because this has been someone who has been a subscriber to our channel for quite a while. We connected through Instagram as well, and she has been an absolute wealth of knowledge as far as the sheep go, but also with lots of things for the garden. And so this person is Naomi, and her YouTube channel is Country Mouse's Farmhouse, and I'd love you to go over there and support her because what she's doing is incredible. She shares so much valuable information. She's also so willing to share her own knowledge and experience, and I've absolutely loved connecting with Naomi. Another Aussie YouTuber that I think you definitely should watch out for is Kat and Jared from 5 Acre Farm. These guys are making massive steps on their homestead. I think Kat has just started working more full-time from home, and so you can really see her making a huge difference to her garden and their homestead. Right now, Kat's actually planting out some of the seeds from our advent calendar that Earthly Roots did a giveaway for, and it's been so fun to see what she's doing, and she's so just lovely and bubbly and happy, and she makes my day watching her, so I think she'll make your day too. Alright, let's move somewhere else and I'll share some more. Let's go into my garden because I love my garden and I have a nice little bench, so why not take advantage? The next person on my list is the Organised Farm Gal, and I'll make sure that I'm leaving a little note of what the channel is called up the top, as well as a link down in the description box so you guys can go and check out all of the homesteaders that you would like to support and follow. The reason I picked the Organised Farm Gal is this is a new channel that I've just come upon, and I think she's pretty new to YouTube as well, but I'm seeing her absolutely tackle it so beautifully. She's putting a lot of hard work in, and I think that she's definitely one to look out for because she's really going to be a game changer, a wealth of knowledge as she learns more and shares more of her life with us. So definitely excited to follow along with her journey. And similar to the Organised Farm Gal, another person that I'm noticing making some big moves on their YouTube journey and also on their homestead, someone that I think is really humble and honest in the way that she speaks, really calm and pleasant to listen to, and just real. I think real people are worth following on YouTube, especially as homesteaders and gardeners, because a lot of the time this can be really glamorized, and it is such a beautiful place to live out in the farm or on a homestead or surrounded by gardens. But in reality, there's a lot that can go wrong, and someone that can speak honestly to that and share those experiences that are hard to share, I think are worth following. And Tina, and I need to look up at her channel name, so Tina from Chimney Creek Farm and Willows is one of those people that is real, honest and humble and worth following. So I hope you go and check out her channel too. As I have mentioned earlier, I am so humbled by this community that we're growing on our own YouTube channel. I've loved learning from you guys and connecting with you. There's so much that we can share with each other and teach one another. Sam and I never claim to be experts, but we do love to share what we do learn, because I think just experience in any way is already more valuable than just not knowing anything at all. So this next couple is someone that we've met on our journey and has subscribed to our channel, and they seem like they have a lot more experience than we do, but they've just started out on their property. And so this is Deb and Jared from Simply Off-Grid Living Australia. And these guys are worth following because I think they're going to offer a whole different perspective than we can on a homestead. Because they have lived their life longer than we have, they do have more money to invest in the homestead in ways that we can't. And I think there's a lot of value in that, especially when you don't want to DIY and go through the hard yards that sometimes we are. And so Dev and Jared are just honest, they're real, and they're showing their life in a really beautiful way. You can tell that they're natural storytellers, and their drone footage just makes their video even more beautiful to watch too. So go give them some love, and let's go move to a new place so I can show you more of what's going on here, as well as share some more homesteaders and gardeners with you all. Okay, you might notice a trend with what I'm saying about a lot of these homesteaders, and you can definitely see that I am attracted to the positivity, the humbleness, and also just a really easygoing nature of the Australian homesteaders community. And so this next person has been on my radar for quite a while, and it's Matthew's patch. Matthew is just so... Oh, there is a lizard there, and that noise just scared me. Back to Matthew. What was I saying? That just gave my heart such a beating. So I think Matthew is just such a down-to-earth bloke, and he shares so much knowledge and expertise. He's someone that just gives it a go, just like us, and his garden is beautiful and thriving. And I think he's just worth following because you'll get those tidbits of information that you wish you had known, and he's just able to deliver it in such like an enthusiastic but calming way, and it's just, yeah, go follow Matthew. The next little family I want to share about lives in the Dandenong Ranges, which is a beautiful part of Victoria that I used to love to go bushwalking in and exploring in with Kobe. Back then we didn't have Eris or Ty, so it was just Kobe and I, and we used to go on the best adventures. And so this little family that lives there, their YouTube channel is called Bush Edge Homesteading Australia. And what I love about what they're sharing on their YouTube channel and of their journey is their fascination and their knowledge of regenerative energy. So solar panels, things like solar ovens, natural gas, which comes from biogas, things that I've been so curious about and interested in, and then even things like the solar oven, which I've never heard of. I still feel like this is an area that I still have so much to learn about, and I want to learn more about, so I'll definitely be tuning into their channel, seeing what they can teach me, but also what they're doing to get inspired and just know that there's a different way to live and a different way to cook, or you know, make things work in our house. It doesn't have to be what we're used to, and technology has really moved forward in a positive direction that I hope that exploring these alternatives will help all of us out. Careful, careful. All right. How'd you get in here? Clever boy. Clever boy. Get out of here. My ginger is flowering, guys! Stop everything. Look at this beauty. Oh! Gorgeous. It's crazy. You don't come out here for a day and everything changes. Okay, these guys are one of those exceptions to the rules because they've been on YouTube for a while. They have quite a large audience, but they're in the homesteading world here in Australia for the first time. Troy and Pascal from Free Range Living were originally sailors, and they shared a lot of really amazing content which Sam absolutely loved. He followed all their sailing journeys, trying to convince me to get a sailboat, which one day he still might try to, but at least for now we're sticking to homesteading. Troy and Pascal have recently settled in Western Australia and have bought their very own homestead, which we're very jealous about, and they have introduced lots of animals onto their property like pigs and chickens, and they're getting to benefit from being in one place, grounded and not being out in the water. So it's definitely interesting to see their journey and how this has changed from being on a sailboat to being on a homestead, but still living very alternatively and connected with nature, as well as just being really self-sufficient. And I think this is something that we can all agree on no matter where we live, whether it's on a bus, on a boat, or in a home. I was going to say on a home. Doesn't matter where you live. I think what binds us all together is just wanting to make an impact in our own lives, out in the world, and also just being more self-sufficient in general. So these guys are definitely pioneers in that, and I'm really excited to continue following on their journey into homesteading. It's really interesting because I always follow Homesteaders while Sam has all of his alternative channels that he follows, and it's just interesting to see their own channel go from being one that Sam watches all the time religiously to one that I'm watching all the time. Another channel that I absolutely love is Houghton's Valley Permaculture. Linda is the person that you're going to see on her journey through her garden. She's got a permaculture property that she's building out. It's full of swales and really thoughtful planting and planning into what she's going to be growing over the years, so that not only does it sustain her, but it also helps the environment that she's living in. And I'm so loving watching Linda's journey and what she shares. She's a wealth of knowledge, and she's just really well at articulating what she wants to say, what she wants to teach, and also showing it. So definitely worth giving that a follow. She's at a very similar subscriber count to us, and so we've kind of been egging each other on as we go. So yeah, that's Linda from Houghton's Valley Permaculture. I really love the homesteading community. You can't ever just say that it's one type of person. We are so varied in range of where we've come from, where we're going, and what we are currently doing. I mean, we can have so many animals, or we can have none at all. We can have big gardens, little gardens, and what connects us all is that we want to grow our own food and sustain our bodies. And someone that's doing this really well is Sharon. Her channel is Just Me in My Garden, and she's recently built out a whole new garden area with a shed and a greenhouse, and it looks so stunning, and she's able to grow some really beautiful produce. I recently watched a video where she had, I think it was her nephew, come along and harvest some potatoes with her, which was just so wholesome and sweet. But I love following along with Sharon's journey. She's achieved so much in such a short amount of time and is an inspiration to all of us. I love the bird noises around here. Sharon has been a subscriber and supporter of our channel for quite a while, and so I'm really excited to share her finally with you guys. She's someone that shortly after making the last video I had met, and so it's almost a shame of just, I mean, it's not a shame because I'm getting to share all of these people with you now, but it's just been so long since I made the last video that I feel like I could have told you about Sharon so much sooner. And if you've been in our comments, then you would already see all of the amazing people that have homesteads or farms or properties in some way where they're making a difference to be more self-sufficient and sustainable. You'll see them in those comments, giving you guys lots of tips, and us as well, supporting us and being kind and being understanding as well. I think the fact that we all go through this type of journey together, we have our differences in moments, but all of us at the end of the day experience very similar scenarios, and I think being able to support one another is massive. So thank you to all of you that are subscribed to our channel, that comment, that leave us tips and also help us out when we need it, or even are just there for company, to watch, to listen, and to support. So thank you. I better move to a new place. I've been here for a bit now. Okay, I only have a few more channels to share with you all because these videos tend to get a little bit long. I could talk forever and I could share forever, and I hope to make more of these in the future. Leave a like for this video if you are enjoying these types of videos and you want me to share more. And as I mentioned earlier, if you are someone that I haven't mentioned or you are a homesteader or gardener, please let me know down below. I love connecting with you guys and getting to see what you're up to. All right, now let's get back into it before we run out of time, and it kind of feels like it's going to rain again soon. Never ending around here at the moment. So the next channel that I want to mention is The Adventures of Zoom and Betty. These guys have officially been on their 1 acre homestead for 1 year. So congrats to you, Zoom and Betty. These guys have been around on our channel for a little while and we've known about them and followed their journey for a bit too. And they're doing amazing things on their property, really cultivating some great veggies and just showing you that you don't need a lot of space or a huge farm or huge lot of acres to be able to plant and nourish yourself. So go check out Zoom and Betty. They also do a lot of like adventures and like hikes and things, so you can get to see a lot of Australia through their eyes, and there's always places to explore, so it's worth following those guys. Now on the other side of the country we have Sustainable Holly, and Holly is honestly like an encyclopedia for gardening. She's got so many tips and she shares it and shows it, and there's just so much that I learn from her every time I watch one of her videos. She's got some really beautiful photos that she shares on Instagram as well, and my camera's going to die, so I better get to the very last person that I want to share about, and that's Rockpile Off Grid. These guys are making huge steps as well in their homesteading journey. They're ex-builders, and so their skill base is incredible. They're down to earth and easygoing, and I think they're just worth following because unlike us with our DIY skills, these guys actually know what they're doing and will be really inspiring to watch when you're going to do building projects, but also just to see what they're getting up to on their homestead. I almost forgot to mention Nessa from Our Small Footprint. This is a family of 8 who lives off-grid in Australia, and they share so much beautiful stuff. If you're someone that's into preserving and turning your garden produce into really beautiful food, then Nessa's the person for you. So go check her out. She's so lovely and kind as well on YouTube, and I think anyone who's kind is worth following. As I mentioned earlier, there's so many different perspectives that homesteaders take, and we are all just so humble, down to earth people that are worth following and worth supporting. So I do hope that if any of these channels sound like ones that you would want to check out or follow, go check them out, leave them a like, say hi from us, and I really do hope that one of them inspires you to do something incredible on your own homestead. Thank you so much for watching another one of these videos, and please come back tomorrow because there is plenty more Vlogmas videos for you all. I love the festive season, and I definitely feel like I'm capable of taking all 25 days this year, so enjoy. See you guys tomorrow. By the way, I officially beat the battery camera. You did not defeat me this time.